afternoon and welcome to As E Day Hot right here on Active Citizens. My name is Sharon Edemchuku. Joining me live in the studio as always, I have with me Ifoma Oji. Good afternoon and happy Independence Day again.
Good afternoon, Sharon. I see you're quite chipper this afternoon.
I am. I have to be.
Oh, yes,
Nigeria cannot put us down.
I swear.
No, they can't. You know, anytime I look at you, I remember it's Independence Day because if you leave it to me.
Oh, my
yes, you look really Nigerian-ish.
Okay, I see how, you're basking in your happiness while I'm here in a somber mood.
Yeah, we have to keep it balanced. Yeah. Balanced energy. You reflect.
I don't know.
I rejoice. You reflect. You already did that when you chose your outfit.
Together.
They play. I reflected yesterday. I'm about to rejoice today, honey. Oh. Anyway, so it's really nice. We love the energy. Oh, yesterday was not even funny. Yesterday was not funny. It was not funny at all. The conversation, the story, none of it was funny. But I just, like I said, if you do not laugh, you will cry. I know you don't want to see us cry, so we have to keep the energy as light as possible. Now, today being, the 1st of October, 2025, Happy Independence Day again. You know the way I'm wishing you this Independence Day, we just think that I didn't say anything. Anyways, first off, we are starting with that. Now, the president came out to say that they have distributed 330 billion naira to poor households and vulnerable Nigerians. Ifoma, you remember that this 330 billion naira is actually the 330 billion naira that had that controversy where they said they distributed some amount of money to household, the poor of the poor, and it was 25,000 naira per household. And then we had that back and forth with transparency. How sure are we? Who got this money? We didn't hear anything. Then we saw the 7 list of people that they gave out. The federal government gave out online, and we checked. People that checked, and it was not verifiable. Now he has come out as part of his, address for the 65th birthday of Nigeria, and saying that he distributed 330 billion naira to poor households. Now, what do you think about the presidency making reference to a yet to be verified claim?
Our president should actually be given that title of a comedian. Yeah, I think he deserves it.
That took me off guard. I just didn't see that coming.
He deserves that title at this point, because you ask yourself, who is advising this man? Who are the people that he's surrounding himself? Oh, Jesus.
It's the situation of the country. Don't worry, I understand.
I mean, who are those that he's surrounding himself with that don't even tell him the truth? Did he verify that the poorest of the poor, according to the Safety Net Society, the data, the social data, something like that they said that was how they are distributing the money, and that was how they got to know the poorest of the poor, the vulnerable. And we were questioning then, who are the vulnerables? How did he derive that data in the first place? And then when they said they distributed, is it about 8-point-something million, we were asking ourselves then if we received anything, or if our grandmas in the village received anything. But nobody has even come out to say, oh, I received 25,000, except the time they made a publication that about 7 persons have received.
Yeah, that was what I was talking about too.
And then one person said she received, is it 50-something?
75,000.
Chioma. And we got to, know that the lady that received 75,000 naira, that she registered for the money. So somebody that went to register for the money and received 75,000 naira is the person, the poorest of the poor.
How did the person afford
exactly? And then the other person, they said he was among those that, among the beneficiaries. They equally probed into the matter, and they discovered that the guy was crazy. So who benefited from this money?
I don't know.
All this thing is just, the way I'm seeing it, is just political, palliative and propaganda.
Trying to score points.
Yes, trying to score points, because I see no reason whereby you say you distributed 330 quadrillion
yes
to Nigerians and nobody have come to say anything about that. But should we even move past that a little bit? Oh God, I said I was not going to, get worked up with situation in Nigeria, but it's as if I'm teetering towards getting worked up again. But I refuse that energy.
No, we have to keep it light. It's as it hot. Let's transfer it to Active Citizens Parliament. If not, I'm not about to cry on the show, please.
No. We are not crying. We don't do that here. What I'm seeing here in general is the fact that these governors, most of them even come out in the public space. You see that this particular party is fighting, this one is fighting. Please, let me tell you, let me be honest with you. What these people do is they come out in the public, they fight, and after fighting, they enter closed doors and they share Nigerians. I want to establish that thing to you right now.
Oh, Nigeria is a theater.
This money that we are talking about here, I know most definitely have been shared.
So the thing is that it's not that I don't think they didn't share it. I actually believe they shared it, but not to Nigerians. So yes, they shared the money. But did you please maybe it's Informa that didn't receive and I didn't receive. If you received, kindly let us know in the comment section, because I just think that maybe there's a possibility that this money was shared, but it was not shared to Nigerians. It was shared in-house. The cake was shared in-house. That's what I'm just saying, because the amount of money, the way, the confidence that these people have repeatedly asking all of these things, and this is one problem we have with the current administration. You say something or you give an order and there's no follow-up, or let me investigate, let me find out, let me ask. You are saying you shared. Who did you ask? Is it the advisors, the Minister for Finance? Who exactly? Because they might say they did it and they didn't. And another thing now is, that would have been a theory. That's another theory. But another one would be that there's nothing like that. And that's even worse. That there was no disbursement at all. It means that we are lying to our face, point blank. And it just says a whole lot about where we are as a government. I'm going to add to, okay.
Yeah, I wanted to say something about, even if we've not received the 25,000 naira. When we talked about this before, I was asking you, a family man, what is 25,000 naira to a family man? Now let me tell you what 25,000 naira can get you. You see, 10 kg of rice, at least it can afford 10 kg of rice, and it can afford maybe like a penta of crayfish. Those are the two things that it can.
So
does this
when they give you 25,000 naira, no, they mean for the poor of the poor. That's why they said it's for the poor of the poor, because
don't give
they think they think that the poor of the poor cannot afford anything at all. So if you see a penny, you should be very grateful. So even though they know they cannot spend 25,000 naira for a day, it's not even possible. It's not even possible. That is the governments themselves, the politicians themselves. There's no way they can go out and spend 25,000 naira. There's some amount of money that just doesn't make sense anymore when we're talking about Nigerian politicians, because they are living that live loca. Now they feel that there's somebody that said something, a governor, a former governor that said something, that they shared 500 naira for women that put to bed, that put to bed, and when they were asking, what can you do? Yes, what can you do with 500 naira? Do they have 500 before? Like, why are you asking with pop? That's what I'm telling you. It's the ideology that they have. Like, because you have nothing, when you 25,000 naira should be a big deal for you. Anyways, that's not just the only thing the president said. He also said that we have well-equipped hospitals and we can now treat critical illnesses like cancer. Yet, he's still receiving medical attention abroad. And it's just so funny. And do you know, another thing is that I don't doubt it. Maybe Informa, we do have hospitals that can treat this type of illnesses in Abuja, where it's not easily accessible for people, where the price your medical bill is outrageously high and it's just for the 1% of the 1%. He might not be lying. There are hospitals that can really treat all of these illnesses. I don't know about cancer, but a lot of terminal diseases. But they are not in rural areas. They are in Abuja, in Lagos, just the capital cities. But I don't know. Do you think that, with where you are going, with where you are living currently, that you've seen hospitals that treat cancer?
First of all, we now have well-equipped hospitals that can treat critical illnesses like cancer. But Mr. President, you traveled to France to go and treat yourself. Why didn't you visit those hospitals that you said they are well-equipped?
He doesn't have terminal illness.
No, yeah.
That's why. It's only terminal illness they treat in Nigeria.
That is number one. And then even if we have hospitals like that in Nigeria, you just rightfully said it, that it might be in Abuja. But let me still bring it to your notice that security there Abuja, headquarters, there Abuja, they. Because if he dey, this lady wey die yesterday no fit die, no, she not supposed to die in the first place. A lot of killings that are happening there are not supposed to be happening. But let's go back to the initial topic we were talking about. My area, I don't know if there's anything like a hospital that treats cancer. I've not heard of it.
But your president says this.
My president said that. And then I was saying that even if there are hospitals like that treat this cancer, it would be I know it will be very, very expensive.
Of course.
Now, how much does an average Nigerian earn? A civil servant, how much does a civil servant earn to afford? They can't even feed their family.
Even if you save for 10 years.
They cannot even feed their family. Talk more of going to these expensive hospitals to treat themselves of cancer. It's not making sense.
In addition to that, Ifeoma, he also said that Nigeria is better currently than it was 10 years ago. That's another thing that I read. I was, hold up, 10 years ago. 10 years ago, Ifeoma, compared to right now. He also mentioned the fact that for 2025, the second quarter of 2025, that Nigeria's economy grew by 4.3%. That inflation has also fallen to 20.12%. And he now claimed that state government allocations have increased and there are no more borrowing to pay salaries. These and a lot of other things are the things that he mentioned. But another thing again about this current administration and the people in the cabinet or people that have been employed under the APC umbrella is they are always praising the subsidy removal. Because it's as though they know that every Nigerian is complaining about, why did they take out subsidy, how it has affected us and led to our exchange rate and all of that. But they keep saying that, this subsidy is as though they are trying to reorient us or trying to change our mindset that, okay, yes, you don't see it now, but I'm telling you, no, it looks like it's black, but it's actually white. Believe me. You're just trying so hard. You're really putting in a lot of effort and a lot of energy. But we are Nigerians. We are the grassroots. I do believe that there's a certain kind of money that you have. It would seem as though you are living in a different country, even though it's still the same country. Do you get that? And I think that this is something that has affected this current administration greatly. They are just out of touch with people at the grassroots level.
Sharon, these people feel like they hallucinate a lot. And I wouldn't even say that they live in past glory because there's no glory in the first place. Now you say economy grew by 4.3%. Sharon, how much is fuel?
Almost 2
You
kilos.
removed subsidy. How much is fuel? How much is foodstuff in the market?
Long term. Look at the long term.
Which one is look at the long term? I don't know if these people feel like Nigerians are fools. I don't know what they take. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what they take. That every day these people are draining not just Nigerians' energy, but me in particular, they are draining my energy. These people are messing with my mental health. They are messing with it.
At this point, we need free therapy.
Stop lying to us. We need brain evaluation at this point.
We need therapy. We do need therapy as a nation.
This?
Every Nigerian citizen should be in the constitution. Every Nigerian citizen is entitled to free therapy, to be honest.
Do you know that I was scrolling through social media and I saw a post of somebody. He said something, a guy, he said something that about the military regime, that he prefers the military regime.
I saw that.
More than Nigeria, like the current
administration.
Imagine that.
It has gotten so bad.
It has gotten so
bad.
How did we get here? And how can you come to our faces and say that the economy is better more than 10 years ago?
I don't know.
Please, take me back 10 years ago. Which president was in seats 10 years ago? I'm trying to remember, because we know how much fuel was costing then. Let's even leave Jonathan. Thank you so much. We know how much fuel was, 65 naira. Sharon, please, can they take me back to 10 years ago? Please, I want to go back in time.
Transport will be costly.
I really want to go. No, I will pay the transport.
Transport will be costly.
I will pay the transport. Take me back to those times. I am so sorry to the then president, Goodluck Jonathan, that we were antagonizing.
I did not antagonize.
I did.
Okay, you follow.
A lot of Nigerians were antagonizing this man, critiquing this man.
Wow.
We didn't even know that we're entering the furnace.
I like that you are the one saying that now.
I am, sir.
Kneel down.
I am so sorry.
Kneel down, Ifoma. Ifoma, so you are being the enemy.
No, see.
I've been sitting close to me all this while.
No, but the thing there is that I critiqued some things that weren't right. I mean, it was during his time that, there was emergence of Boko Haram. So I was against that. It's not like I was saying that I'm trying to cite that. I mean, I critiqued or I antagonized the entire, regime. But I cited some things that were not good. But at the same time, it has gotten worse. I would even prefer to go back to those days. Sharon,
yes, I get.
Cost of living, at least Nigerians don't have to sweat a lot. Don't have to drip their blood to feed their children. People don't have to pay to remain poor.
Can we also take a look at the elections? The way elections are conducted. It's something that just marvels me. The way they don't care. They are not trying to hide it anymore. That's another thing that is really hurtful. That's when you know that they've gotten to a point of do whatever you want to do.
Came on
that's what
TV.
Yes.
Said that if he wanted tenure, that he's going to get it.
I'm talking about this general election, the 2023 general election.
I'm trying to tell you, the audacity these people
have. Of course, it's just the sheer audacity that they can be looking us straight in the face and they are telling us, oh, we're having glitch, we're having network issues, oh, this.
We'll reform.
Whoa! I just think another thing that Nigerians have is something that every Nigerian, if you're a Nigerian, it's in our blood, is audacity. The men, the women, we all have the audacity. But you see our government, they take it to the next level. They really do take it to the next level. They don't care. When you're trying to do something bad, you cover it, you do it in the dark so that people don't know. But when you get to the point where you're doing it, in daylight, it's just really sick. It is sick, and I'm looking forward to that day where there would be a level or a measure of fear these people will have when they want to do something evil, so that they can be able to put themselves in check.
Sharon, please, can we have that shadow government?
They will arrest you. These people, they don't to waste.
See, there are people that are eager to serve Nigeria.
Oh.
There are people that are unapologetic in serving Nigeria. Can we have that? If it is possible, even though the Supreme Court have overruled it, but can we have that? Let's just have a taste of it. Let's see what good governance
The day that will happen, I will buy everybody in the studio a bottle of malt. The day that will happen, bottle of malt for you all. We also have to take a look at another story. Now, this is something that really made us upset. It made every Nigerian upset, and it's something that we treated earlier this week. Yes, it was on Monday we talked about it. Lo and behold, we are seeing that the newly called Bar lawyer, Peace Onyesom Udoka, and her sister Gift Onyeso, who were kidnapped while returning from the call to bar ceremony in Abuja, have now been released. I don't know how they were released. We've not gotten the full story. Where was the ransom paid and all of that? But we are seeing that. Okay, we also saw before now that Harrison Gwamnishu was heavily involved with this particular case, calling for public attention and calling on the government and the army and all of that. She also went on to appreciate the Nigerian army for securing her release. And coincidentally, today is her birthday.
No.
It is so significant. Oh, yesterday, sorry.
It was actually the day she was kidnapped.
Oh, that day was her birthday.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
It was the day she was released that was her birthday.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So now she's saying that, it's just really, she's very grateful, of course, she should be. But I am just so happy to see the smile on her face and that of her sister, because it was something that really put the entire nation at standstill, that such insane thing can happen to a young life like this with a lot of vision, that just finished from law school and is supposed to be celebrating with her friends and family, but is now celebrating in kidnappers' custody. But she's out now, but she's giving credence and a lot of accolades to the activist Harrison Gwamnishu. And I'm just saying, in your opinion, do you think that there's a lot more that activists can do in Nigeria, especially with the situation we have with our politicians being out of touch with the needs and the cries and the pains of Nigerians?
Yes, there's a lot that activists, have to offer, and they are offering.
They are truly.
Because you can't, at least if it is for the government, they actually pull out money from taxpayers. But these people, most of them single-handedly bring out funds from their pockets. Some of them form a forum whereby people donate money so that they can actually help out other persons. So for somebody to even wake up and conceive something like that is something to applaud.
Yes.
You understand? So I give it up to them that, this lady followed up this case till this lady was
I like that.
Is beautiful to see.
Tenacity.
And yes, and I can't actually thank her enough, and a lot of activists, a lot of philanthropists around and across Nigeria. It is so beautiful to see. But I wanted to make quick comments on this story. We are happy that she is released. You could see she's looking so beautiful. She and her sister, she's looking beautiful. Maybe they took care of her.
She's looking like someone that was in custody
bring
to
out
me.
Humor from the whole thing, But at the same time, this is something that shouldn't have occurred in the first place. I remember when we talked about this issue, it was around Okene Highway that this incident happened. And I cited the fact that this Okene Highway have been more like that's the place that these people, kidnap a lot of persons, and at the end of the day, nothing is being done about it. And it's even in Abuja, the headquarters, like when we talk about security at its peak, we talk about Abuja. So a young lady that is went for ceremony just to celebrate the fact that she has graduated and she has been called to bar. She met this on her way back. And I said that day that this is half or even quarter of crimes that go unnoticed on a daily. So we are celebrating the fact that she is released. But what about how many millions or thousands of people that are still in captivity?
Yes. And what is being done to ensure that it doesn't continue?
To ensure that this does not continue, or that these people are being rescued.
These are the questions that they should be asking. Because when you are celebrating that Onyesom Udoka has been released, that is amazing, but that is only a tip of the iceberg.
Exactly.
How sure are you that tomorrow someone else going through that lane will not also be kidnapped? And we also thank God for social media, because they actually escalated this issue and got it to the attention of the right authorities. Now, imagine people who do not have access to social social media, who do not have that influence or following on social media. Does it mean that their case is going to die down like that? And that road, especially that particular lane, it's been, this whole kidnapping and robbery has been going on there for a long period of time. When are they going to make changes? When we talk about security, when are they going to implement security measures to protect the lives of people going through that road?
I told you that I think that road now is more like the den for kidnappers. It seems that these people are running serious business.
It is like a serious
and
business.
I'm not just talking about the armed robbers. I'm talking about the police men that are in that place. Because how can you tell me I made research, there are checkpoints there. There are checkpoints, there are police vehicles.
Police vehicles that don't have fuel?
Oh no, let's
Oh, to be honest, when you remember the Somi's case, they said that the police came and they came to the compound, they wanted to take her to the hospital. What did they say? They said they didn't have fuel. So I'm not exaggerating. That's actually the situation of things currently. They don't have fuel. How do they want to chase criminals?
They don't have fuel. That means they are in cahoots with these criminals to, get money for fuel. And probably to feed their family, because everything or whatever we are talking about here is centering around the state of the economy. Because if you pay these policemen well, if you provide jobs for people,
pensions,
if you pay pensioners,
gratuity,
if you provide education, if you fund the healthcare system, if you provide infrastructure, roads, people having access to basic amenities, Sharon, I promise you will not be talking about this thing every day.
Of course, there will be a difference. There will be a huge difference.
It is every time we'll come to this place, maybe we'll talk about 4 governors that have done massive projects, and we are praising the person, talking about his milestones. These are things that we are supposed to be celebrating. How is it that every single time we come to this table, it's about government one thing or the other, looting of money, this one waiting with this?
I don't know. I just think that day would be that day would look like paradise. It would look like heaven on earth for Nigerians.
They say there is light at the end of the tunnel. It's as if there is no light.
I know somebody might have switched off the light.
Somebody locked
the national grid fell. The national grid is powering the tunnel.
It fell. So we couldn't find our way out.
But we use touch.
Yeah. Yes.
Nigerians.
Yes, we have Kanu.
We'll use touch. We'll
light our path.
We'll light. Oh, I like that. Let's frame that. We'll light our path. I love, and this is really, apart from us making a light joke out of this is something that I love about Nigerians. Our ability to make lights of really tough situations and to find ways to make it better for ourselves. We are not sitting on our hands waiting for the government or anything, although we know this is something they're supposed to do, but we are going to do our best. Thank you very much. Now, on a different level, this one is just to make you laugh, if I'm being honest. We just were scrolling, through social media. I was about to order something on Gigi, and I just came across a rather interesting package that was up for sale. I am seeing that somebody listed his father on Gigi for 1 million naira. Wow, Nigerian youths, who did this? Just show by raising your hands in the comment section.
I wanted to say, who born you, but that is the
That's the father. And they put a picture.
Yes.
They put the full name and the price. I don't know if they put delivery location. Where is this transaction going to happen? And this is funny. But this is also because of how bad things are in Nigeria. Oh yeah, we have the picture showing. Yes.
Breakdown.
Oh, brain evaluation. These are the people that need brain evaluation. Because tell me why this is not a mistake.
No.
Because you can see 1 million naira. You can see 1 million. If it was a mistake, you won't see any amount. But we can see 1 million. You can see the full name, and this person was ready to do business. Now, why are you selling an old man? Even if he's, he wants to do money something. How much is the old man going to bring? his life is already over. No, his life is not. No, it's not over. It's almost. You're not bringing fresh. You're not catching them young. This is quite hilarious. It is very hilarious.
This has to be one of the most hilarious thing I've seen on the internet today.
To be honest, on Independence Day,
for 1 million naira. Please, who is this child?
This person must be very troublesome.
We need to check you out.
And to be a son.
We need.
Yes,
guy. Sons usually have problems with
and firstborn.
And who knows what the father has done? He'll be like, since my father doesn't have access to social media, let me put him up.
That's a good point. Who knows what the father? Yes, they are suffering, but who knows what the father did?
That's what I'm saying now.
Imagine if our politicians, one of the children of the politicians came up and put out their face for auctioning, that they should buy them because of the atrocities that they commit.
I want to buy them.
You want to buy?
You want to buy politicians?
No, now if their children come out to sell them, for instance, yes, just put them up on Gigi.
Yeah.
It means that you are a child that loves your country.
Yeah.
Yes. What? You would rather stand with the values of your country than with siding with family. What is blood? Blood is really nothing. What is that? If blood runs deeper than biological connection. What? Please, let's just look at this from my perspective. This will make a lot of sense. I told you, you are the person reflecting. You are the sober reflection. I'm just here to
No, please, guys, don't sell your.
I did not say you should sell your father before you started. Why? You like implicating things. You just like did I say you should sell your father now?
Wait, let's look at that though. If they sell maybe somebody like
Wicked.
Maybe one of Wicked's son. I think the one that graduated from law school. My father is
oh my goodness. We are having so much fun. They might see us.
Buy him.
Whoa, bro. I will. I will.
Sharon, I think we need to wrap up.
Yes, we need to wrap up.
Anyway, I mean, we've gone through a lot, recent years and even, this 2025 alone. And yesterday, like Sharon mentioned earlier, it was a lot. We talked about a lot. Even this morning, you could see the energy was quite low. Everybody was sober. A lot of pain, a lot of anger emanating from, years of neglect from the government. And we can only hope for the better. That's all we can say. But anyway, thank you so much, Sharon and Chuku. It is always a pleasure, like I say, doing this every single time with you.
Oh, yes. Thank you so very much. Thank you.
Always doing this. And to our VVIP, thank you for always joining us. We already know the situation in Nigeria is terrible, but at the end of the day, what to do? There is still hope. There's still light at the end of the tunnel. And if there is no light,
carry your torch.
Exactly. Thank you so much for joining us. If you're yet to share our videos, please kindly share our links to your different platforms. If you're yet to follow us, please kindly do. If you're yet to like, please like and comment. Then you can find us across all social media platforms at Active Citizens, and you can find me on my private Facebook page at Oji Sophia, and on Instagram you can find me at Miss Selex. Sharon,
you can find me at Sharon NM Chuku on Instagram and Facebook.
Till we see you in the evening for Active Citizens Parliament, where we get to dissect more of political issues. Do have a hot and independent afternoon. Bye.